I am so low energy today, guys. So we're gonna be doing our best here. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay alive for, but I want to go alive for at least a little bit. I just got the notification that I'm live. That's funny. That's funny. Tucking in the ends of these legs. We are gonna do turtles. There we go. There is everybody. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, everyone. You're just watching my video. Yee. Yee. You have a market tomorrow? That's so fun. Oh my god, guys, I didn't break out my computer so I could see chat. That was silly. I was like, I'm ready. I'll just do it. Guys. Um, so I found out that Vyvanse does not always work with your hormonal cycle. And that when you are a woman and having woman issues, that it doesn't work as well. So the past like 2 weeks, it hasn't been working as good as I would like. And I'm hoping that next week it will work better. Right now, I feel like blah. 2 seconds, guys. I'm pulling up chat because I'm looking at this and I'm like, I can't see. Shelly, I emailed you back. Did you get my email? Hi, 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 everybody. He's hoping you're gonna go live today. Yes. I was hoping to go live earlier, but again, literally, I've just been like so out of it today. But again, I'm on like a bunch of new medications kind of all at once, so I'm not sure which one it is that's like kind of affecting things, whether it's the new birth control or the new medication. So we're kind of just trying to figure it out. Thank you so much, Joanne, for the floating heart. You was such been in the hospital week. I'm sorry to hear that. Haven't really missed all that much. There hasn't really been all that much going on. Look, Ted, you're so good, Shelly. I just want to let you know because I didn't see your other email, and then I saw the one you sent today. So, hello, hello, hello. Hi, Debbie. Hi, guys. We are making a sea turtle because apparently I can't stop myself. I have similarity in that way. Cycles worsen symptoms. Yeah, I've just been feeling like really. Hold on. There we go. Love this. You. Missed you guys too. Guys, we already need to do this. So if you're not subscribed, you should now because apparently people are feral today. So try that. Thank you for the happy poop. Hello, 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 everybody. So yeah, I've got three, four, five turtles that need to be put together, and then uh three that can be made. I doubt we're gonna get through all of them today, but we're here, so we're gonna do what we can. Maybe we will. Look, send your immune system off a cliff. I'm sorry. Did I see your response to my email? I did not. Let me go take a quick peek. Is the weekend now? It doesn't feel like the weekend for me. Hey, Amber. It doesn't feel like the weekend for me. Yesterday, like the past 2 days have felt like the weekend for me. Yes, Laura, I saw that. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I shipped the signs earlier this week. 2 lives at the same time? Who else is live? Hope you're having a great day. Thank you. Hi, hi, hi. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yes. Like button. Don't forget to hit, yep. It's Rubber Duck Day. I was thinking about doing something different, and this is literally all I had the energy to do today was just sea turtles. So I was like, you know what? That's what we're gonna do. A to be hospital. Oh, geez, Raquel. I'm sorry. Hello, Melissa. Hi, Anna. Anna, we're doing good. I'm just low energy today. Let me see if I try to move it that way. Does that help with the glare on my glasses a little bit? You got your water bottle. Yes, guys. Bottles are up for members, and they'll be available for everyone tomorrow. Wow, words are hard. You have a Jeep festival coming up next weekend? I've done a Jeep show, and nobody bought ducks at the Jeep show. It's wild to me. Absolutely wild. I was like, oh, Jeep event. I'm doing a Jeep event this summer. It's like, yeah, ducks. Nope, won't be doing that again. Well, because you got to think about it. Everybody's got ducks, right? Welcome to the Visionaries, Diancha. Welcome, welcome. I did do a duck live. Yes, I did. Normally, when I have like themed events, like the thing that's I make in that theme doesn't generally sell. That has kind of been my rule of thumb. Apart from like one show, your YouTube glitch is working out. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad it's working now, though. Batham Heritage Jeep is the birthplace of the Jeep. Oh, that sounds like fun. Of course, this time they will all want ducks, right? Also, all members mowing 2 whack-a-motes. I love that, Aaliyah. Yes. Oh, wow. These are different dye lots. The feet. Can you see that? Look at the back foot and then the. Oh, boy. Well, too late. It is what it is. Yee yee. What'd you miss? Not a whole lot. High school graduate? Yay! Oh, that's so fun. Thank you, Lollipop. Yes, whack, whack, whack. Crazy on duck inventory, and they'll sell at my events coming up. Oh, so my ducks sell really well at every other event. Oh my god, Flow State! What? What was that? Crochet Mimi, thank you so much. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Yes, the website is currently password protected because we had a members only drop this morning. It'll be available for everybody tomorrow. In theory at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I'm not entirely sure what my day is going to look like tomorrow, so it might be earlier. Hello, hello. There's a Greek festival happening right now, and I might go tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hello, hello, Dan the Breaking News Man. How are you? Oh, and at the Greek festival, I was able to get a ring that didn't have any, like, things for it to get stuck on. So I'm actually able to wear a wedding ring that's small enough for my hand. So that's kind of fun. And not your mother was precious. What kind of festival? I don't know what you mean by that. I wish I could send you something that I made you. I have a P.O. box if you want to. Yes, they do make Luku meth. Yes, yes, they do. I didn't get them though because Ben and I got donuts earlier this week to get the free Dunkin' Donuts pack. But I got like everything else. We did 18 years for that kind of karma. Fabulous. Oh, the Greek festival. It's literally just a Greek food festival, basically. I have had baklava in the past. I didn't at this one. Um, Lavender Light Pink Panda. Oh, thank you. Um, that's so sweet. Hello, hello. I loved it. I got Greek salad. Every in my comments on the last video when I was like, we got gyros, and someone's like, "Are you like making fun of it, or is that how you say it?" No, I'm from Long Island. That's what we say. We say gyros. It's a gyro on Long Island. Bavarian cream is my favorite too. Yes, the Greek custard pastries. Ooh, like nope, not making fun. Just that's what they're called where I come from. Diabetic overload baklava. It's such a little cringe. That's just what we call them where I come from, guys. That is the deal. Um, it's just we call them gyros on Long Island. That's what we call them. Chicken gyro, lamb gyro, any type. It's a gyro on Long Island. So we got gyros, and then we got gyros. Then also got a different lamb sandwich. Then we got a Greek salad. We got like this platter that had pastis pastistas pastis it's a pasta lasagna, but there's like cinnamon in it. I was very confused. It was not what I was expecting it to taste like. And then they had the meatballs and the leaf wrapped things and like a few other things in the platter. It was really good. But I might be going this weekend. I don't know yet. You were taught how to pronounce it probably. That's what we call them in Northwest PA too. It's an East Coast things. And don't Mathis. Yes, 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 Anna. Yes, those. All of that. Domas. Yes. Hello, Lori. So we got all that. It was delish. Um, so and then like the next like few weeks are kind of just gonna be a little crazy. I thought June was gonna be a really chill month, and all of a sudden it's like not gonna be chill anymore. So things are gonna be a little crazy here. So I'm making a sea turtle. Um, yeah. What else you got for me, guys? Love the food and dancing. Yeah, it was so much fun. It was a great time. Ben and I went the past 2 days. It was delish. It was a great time. There's also like an Italian festival that happens this week, but the Italian food wasn't all that great last year, so your people. Yeah, it's gyro. I'm gonna call it a gyro, and I'm gonna call it a gyro for the rest of my life. Greek baklava, really nice one that makes it so amazing, but it's also Turkish pistachio baklava is allergic to. Oof, yeah. Um, why am I getting off your med? I said it will be crazy. What, Melissa? I don't understand. Why is this month going to be crazy? Uh, one or two things I can't talk about yet. Um, we had to like move everything around as to when we were going to New York. Um Ben's aunt is flying up from Florida and we were gonna go next weekend, but like now we're not able to go next weekend and we're like, "Oh, well we'll go the 15th, 16th." No, I have jury duty. So, now I also have to go do jury duty and there's like a few other things that are going on. Why am I going to get off my medicine? No, I'm not going to get off my medicine. So, we started shows last year, but he got everything together like y'all said, and it actually came in handy at a show on the 30th. Yes! Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Yay. I don't know if I got picked yet or not. Ooh, Beth, thank you so much for the gold coin. When are we getting the sleeve tattoos? What? I don't know if I'm picked yet, but I still have to go. I don't think that they're going to want me on their jury, but I've been warned that it could potentially be like a 2-week long trial too, so I'm really thinking that they're not going to want me for that. Oh, yeah. No. Got it, Melissa. I wasn't tracking. No, no, no. Just there's just a lot of life stuff happening. Sleeve of cats? No, that's not me. I have no tattoos and don't really have any intention of getting any right now. Can we talk Karen Reed? Oh boy. Grape spirit. It's blended with cold water before drinking. I have not had Uzo. I've wanted to, but I haven't tried it yet. No. First on us. Yeah, it's just there's just like a lot. We're just trying to make everything work, you know? So, Karen Reed. I'm paying attention to the Karen Reed stuff. That's what I've been paying attention to. Um, on your face of your face. Good luck with that. Um, Karen Reed. Yeah, Karen Reed sues everybody. Everybody sues Karen Reed, and Proctor is just yeah. I I went through and read the whole document, and oh my Lanta, it just kept getting worse. Usman can't even smell it anymore. Oh boy, it just kept getting worse. I've watched a few videos on it, and I think that the lawyer kind of broke it down better than EDB did, kind of. And I hate to say that because I love EDB, don't get me wrong. But it's, you can throw anything into a complaint and it's going to get pared down. And I think he did a really good job of explaining that. And so I think it's going to be a really hard balance, especially with how corrupt Massachusetts is in the first place, of what they allow in and what they're going to consider to be too prejudicial. And I think that that's going to be a really fine line because you're reading these things and it's kind of like you could say that he did anything and I'd believe you when you're reading like half of the stuff about him. So it's kind of, I think there's some stuff that'll definitely come in, like when he's talking about planting evidence and anything he says about women. But some of the other things, um, some of the other things, I just don't think that it goes towards her specific complaint because she doesn't fit those groups of people. Because he's like pretty much anybody who's not white male, Proctor had a problem with, and white non Jewish male to be at that. It's not an anti-tattoo channel. I just don't I can never I can't decide what I would want, so I just don't have any. My husband's got tattoos, just I don't care about them all that much. It's not something I really think about. Um so I'm curious as to what judge will allow what in unless it's about like anything that Karen Reed fits, right? So guys, let them be here. We don't need to attack people. He's living his best life. He wants to stay and hang out. Let him hang out and talk about cat tattoo sleeves. I don't care. He's not hurting anybody. Leave the guy alone. Um, right, right. Um, so I think that they're gonna try to keep a lot of stuff out because A, it's egregious and it's disgusting and flat out he's a disgusting human, right? But and saying some of the things that he said, "Oh my goodness, Shelly, thank you for the turtle. How cute." I think that some of the things are gonna come in, like especially when he's saying drive slower to get to this accident, because that's showing how he's handling police situations. But some of the other things that are just flagrantly racist and like wildly unethical and disgusting and horrible and rude and just any word in the book. I think it's just going to be I think they're going to be fighting real hard to keep a lot of it out. And I don't know how much of it is going to be able to be kept out because I mean, you see these text messages and it's everyday vernacular is kind of what it was feeling like that it's like it's I hope that they can get someone to attest to the fact that that was his reputation there because some of the text messages aren't proving what the actual legal complaint is. So that's kind of just where like the difference is like yes, these things are disgusting and horrible and some of the things he said about women and like the women in his life and other people I was like, "Oh my god." Um but I think all of that stuff will come in. But some of the other well, I don't know if Karen Reed practices any religion. I think that if she is Jewish, then all the anti-Semitic stuff can come in. I think that I think they might have a harder time getting in some of the POC text messages that are horrible, awful, like, oh my dear lord, because Karen Reed isn't POC. And that it's despicable and horrible and awful, but that doesn't help prove the point. Yeah, he's in the finding out stage of the fuck around and find out. Yeah, yeah, he is. All his lady friends might get kept out. I don't know if they will or not because they were searching Karen Reed's phone for nudes. They were and just like their views and outlook on women and other women's just how they treat women in general and think about women, I think that is that could go to a point. It is a turtle, yes. Keep you company since your husband isn't coming home tonight. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So that's I was appalled. It was wild. I even had Ben like listening into some of it because I really think where can you watch this? Emily D. Baker on his wanting to axe on her. But it just goes to his view on women in general. And there was a few I don't know if it was on her specifically, but I think that just goes to his view of women. I know. Thank you so much for the sunshine. Thank you, Julie. Buchanic, yeah. Buchenic, Tully, good, or as EDB called him, not so good. That was funny. And I think that some of like the most damning texts too are ones that could have been like taken out of context and like could have just been jokes, especially where he's saying like, I don't know how I passed the background check. That could have just been like a throwaway joke, but I think that that's going to be one of the most important texts to come in. And even Ben's like that, but that doesn't even like mean anything. And I'm like, yeah, but when you put it in a legal context, your words can be used against you. It doesn't have to be in context. So that's kind of why it gets hard when people are doing all of these interviews while they're being prosecuted. Anything you say can and will be used against you if you decide to speak or they get your text messages. That's that's a whole other story. I'm questioning what I'm thinking could potentially also be a question of how they handle it, and I'm not entirely sure the answer to this because I'm not a lawyer. Again, everything I am not a lawyer. Um, you'd like to start tailoring and designing nice suits for men's fashion? Oh, fun. So fun. Um, God is easy to go by. I I question if they will even be trying to say that it was unethical for them to get their personal phones to sue based off of what is on personal phones. Oh my goodness, thank you for the flow state. Could someone explain to me what that even means? That's the second time I've seen it pop up, but I don't know what flow state means. I'm old. Um if there is an expectation of privacy in text messages, I don't know if that's a thing or not, especially because they got them from the feds. So I'm not entirely sure um how that would work or play out or mean anything. I don't know. Oh, I didn't even show you guys. Turtle's done. Hi, Fred. Hope everything's going well. Hi, Madison. How are you? I almost said Melissa. I was like, wait a minute. Nope, nope, nope. Hey, girl. Hey, 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 hey. I have 3 feet. Okay. 3 little feet. So maybe we'll get one more of these done too. I did see that they raised the price of all of their yarns. I did not see that Basics tie dye is on sale. Um, I mean, I know a lot of people are freaking out about them raising their prices. Nobody freaked out this much when Michaels and Yarn Inspirations raised all the Karen cakes and Bernat blanket yarn to 14.99 from 11.99. So I don't know why we're all freaking out over $1 when the price of everything has just gone up. Like, not that it's I not warranted, but I just like I think that a lot of people are all mad about it, but we're not like looking at the bigger picture too. Like Yard Inspirations has blown their skeins out of the water. Some of their skeins used to be 9.99, now they're 14.99. Like, but no one said boo. I think it's ridiculous, but yeah. Math thing, guys. Yes, please like the live. Hit that like button. Winter is kicking your butt for fibro. I'm sorry. Yes, Ben has to put eyeballs on everything. Yes, I bought some blanket yarn from Marketplace. Do the skins ended up being Stitch Studio by Nicole. Jealous. Put me raise the prices too, just disappointed. I mean, I'm disappointed, but also on the flip side, it's like it was the cheapest spot to buy yarn, and I still think it's probably cheaper than other places. So, and I feel like Premier still does a lot of sales and stuff too. But I feel like a lot of people are just calling Premier Yarns out, but no one called out Yarn Inspirations when they did it. So it's just I'm just curious. Just live watch. Thank you. You miss ASMR. I miss ASMR every day. I miss Joanne every day too. So I think I don't know. I don't know. I think the yarn inspiration prices is just wild. I did the math per yard. Basic sale is this week. Flash sale, basically buy two get one free. I need to hop on some of that. I also saw that cover story, Line Brand cover story came out with some Halloween colors. Someone sent me that, and I was like, ooh. But I'm like, with everything. Yeah. So I'm just like I'm more frustrated with inflation, I feel like, more than just like the price of yarn is ridiculous. Red Heart Super Saver used to be like not even $2 a skein, and now it's like almost $5 a skein. Like it's just, and then people wonder why crochet is so expensive. It's like, hello? If you are shopping from your guys, though, yes, please use my link. Please, please, please use my link. The more people use my link, the more likely they are to let me know about things that are happening or want to send us stuff, the new things that are coming out before they come out so I can review them for you guys. So, more people show that they're finding Premiere from me, the better it's going to end up being for you guys to see what new stuff they get if they'll send me things. Oh, yeah. Think about taking meds, everybody. Think about taking meds. De-shrimp your posture, change your laundry over, get a snack, book your doctor therapy appointments. Europe. Gosh, what else would I? Oh, have you guys seen the book talk drama that's going on right now? That's another one that I might end up doing a video on for Crochet Vision to talk about trademarks and things of that nature. Coming soon to a member's house near you, right? So I don't know everything that's going on because it's been popping up on my FYP quite a lot. Joke's on you, I already had my therapy appointment today, right? So, what is the gist? A small business owner decided she wanted to get a trademark. And Volari Wink isn't working. Got you, got you, got you. Thank you for using my Premiere link. Yes. Um, Add a blanket yarn for materials alone, it's gonna be over $100 in the night. Yep. So this person, I want to say her name is Allie Rose Crochet. No, Allie Rose Co. Allie Rose Co. It wasn't crochet because it's not related to crochet at all. She has a small business and she's selling Hot Girls Read stuff. Anything with Hot Girls Read on it, right? I have a bruise on my eye from my Botox. That's wild. Um, and so she decided to trademark the phrase Hot Girls Read. Now, trademarks, and again, I'm not a lawyer, right? But trademarks have a lot of law to them. You can't just trademark something. You have to prove that it was your original idea. It's you have to prove it's your original idea, have proof to back it up that you were selling that item first, and be known for that thing, right? So, and I know a little bit about this because the bruise on my arm is actually fine. I've looked into trademarking things. in my business realm. Okay. And so, in order to trademark something, you can't just say, this is mine. Well, so it wasn't, slow down. You can trademark anything. Okay. Trademark, copyright, things like that. It is a phrase it's very hard to do. So, I mean, even like the TS for Taylor Swift is trademarked. Nobody else can use TS. It can be very basic, right? So, but when you're starting to be a business, if you are starting a business, you need to take that into account of you're not using someone else's name that's already out there that's already got something, which is kind of wild to me because there's a Premier Yarns, there's Premier Liquor, there's Premier this, Premier that, Premier whatever, right? So, and you could trademark things and copyright them in specific colors, in specific fonts. Like there's a whole bunch of different workarounds and different things to do. And so there's a lot of law behind it. But you can't just say, well, Hot Girls Reads is mine now. Does anybody like it's a branding thing? So people have to know that you are the Hot Girls Read girl. Now, everybody's going to know that now because she's completely like blown this out of proportion. And when you get a trademark, you can't just tell people to start taking things down, right? There's no legal basis in that. You have to send a cease and desist. That takes lawyers and money. And this girl was not ready, I think, for the backlash that it was having. And she posted her thing that Hot Girls Reads is now going to be trademarked. It's going to be hers. So everybody who's using it, like, take it down. But we're not targeting small businesses, yada yada, blah blah blah. Well, you shouldn't just say things where people are going to be able to take receipts, screenshots, timelines. Okay, so but an author is going to trademark the woman's business name apparently in revenge. So they can't just do that. And that's where this comes into play. She'll be able to prove when she created her Etsy, Instagram, like all of those things, that that was her name first. So you don't necessarily, when you're getting a trademark or a copyright, have to prove that you have to back it up and you have to prove that it is yours first. So if something like that happens and they're saying, well, Allie Roseco's mine now, it can't just be yours. It was hers first. Okay. So flip the script though. Hot Girls Read. I've seen Pop Sockets have used it. Like so many different companies have been using it for years. Now she's saying that she's been selling Hot Girls Reads merch since 2021, I think. But all that people have been able to find on the internet is from 2023 and other people using it first. That's a problem because then you can't back it up. You have to be able to defend your trademark. So what's happening now is the trademark people are actually looking into whether or not it can be her trademark. But I find it very, very interesting. I think that it has been a very interesting conversation. And again, so like there's been screenshots that she has sent messages to other small businesses saying, hey, Hot Girls Read is now trademarked, and so please remove your listing for Hot Girls Reads, blah, blah, blah. And these people are like, that's not legal. Like you can't no, just no. That sounds messy. It just brings up a very interesting conversation. And same thing with like copyright, where like a lot of people are starting to get in trouble for crochet patterns of specific things. And that's kind of how I want to tie it back to like the crochet world for a video. Um Can people contest the trademark she's trying to get? Yes, and it already has been, and there's already proof that it has been. Um, Lawyers are supposed to search before it's given, though. You don't need a lawyer to get a trademark. The Hot Girls Reads one's already on, like, they're trying to get it. Yeah. You don't need a lawyer to get a trademark. It's better if you do hire a lawyer, but you don't need a lawyer. Um, like, as an example, I say drink your water, take your meds all the time. I've been saying it in videos for how long? If I wanted to trademark it, I can say it's been a saying of Crochet Vision for 4 years. Here's the first video it was in. And I can prove that. And if someone else says, well, I've been saying that for since back in 2012, then that would be a way to argue the trademark. But if it's known with a brand, see, that's where like the difference is it's like if it's known with a brand or not. And so with copyright, um, intellectual property and things of that nature, I want to relate it back to crochet because of the copyright stuff that's going on with like Pokemon and all of that stuff, where people are all getting upset about it. Now, I'm interested to see the argument here, and with like Bamboo Labs and like their them having some stuff on Maker World that other people have made for free use, right? It just raises a very interesting question for me and like a conversation point because with copyright, you can't sell things of someone else's intellectual property. But from my understanding, the person who is making the I don't remember even what her channel name was. She was a YouTube channel. She was on Instagram. All of her Instagram channel got taken away, but she wasn't selling anything. She was just making videos of Pokemon. And they were trying to say of crocheted Pokemon that was copyright and that she couldn't do it. So now are we getting into a point where you can't I Kitten Girl, yes, Crochet by Kitten Girl. I don't know how legal that was on Nintendo's part unless their argument is A, they own the copyright to the item she made, but if she's getting paid by these apps, that she's then profiting off of their IP. Sarah's the bomb. Thank you. There's an H at the end of my name. That would be my question because otherwise, if she's not selling her Pokemon and she's not selling the patterns for the Pokemon, you're allowed to make them. So I don't understand what the legal argument is. Sure, that's the legal argument, but Instagram doesn't pay you. Instagram doesn't pay for shorts. But her YouTube and her blog weren't the ones that were hit. It was her Instagram channel. That is a problem. Are there ads? Instagram doesn't have a program to pay you. Facebook does, but Instagram doesn't. If it was on YouTube or if it was anything like that, like okay, fine. But it's not. Like that's where I'm very interested to see, okay, but what's your legal argument for that? She's not making money on Instagram. So then why was the channel hit with an IP? Because we're dealing with AI, which then brings in a whole other thing of AI nonsense. It's a very interesting conversation to me. And I don't know if it would be for you guys too, but all of that just seems very interesting right now. And I just like I really think that AI is really ruining like crochet and art forms and all sorts of stuff in general, but and it's hard because I also like I use AI for a lot of things, right? I have AI spell check me all the time. Sometimes I have it like help me figure out a workflow. I'll throw into AI, hey, I have these 12 million projects that need to get done. Like, please help me organize in what in a matter of importance what to do. I run my titles for YouTube channels through there and being like, hey, what's going to help with SEO? Things like that. How do I pare this down for a thumbnail that's going to help with SEO? Because if you're using an SEO based thing to try to push content, right? Because I don't have the following that a lot of other crochet content creators have. So I'm really still trying to figure all of that out of how to get my videos out there to be watched more. So it's yeah. I'm not talking about AI things being trademarked. I'm talking about these companies are using AI to scrub the internet for their IP. And so it's not a real person who's doing it. That's what's happening on Instagram and things like that. When you're in the groove of state of being. Oh, okay, cool. So exactly what it sounds like. Got it. Cool. Um, thank you, Leah. So like I use AI very limitedly for things of that nature, right? So I mean, I've even used it. I have, and then here's where it gets to be a little controversial. I have pictures of Ruthie and Bruno pooping, the dogs. Okay. And I had AI take those pictures and turn them into cartoons that I'm going to then print and put in my bathroom because I think it's hysterical. Pooping in the bathroom, I think it's funny. But I'm using generative AI to create the picture because I didn't want to draw it. Reality, so many people don't know if what they're watching is real or not. Yep. The pity marketing ones. Yep. All you remembered. How should I do this? What do you mean, Melissa? But that also to me just felt fun, and I want to hang up pictures of my dogs pooping in the bathroom. I just think it's funny. I just want to get that clean water. Yeah, I don't quite understand um why data centers use so much water. I don't understand that. Um have I seen the ads with the Highland cow peeping in the bathroom and the caption, "Are you pooping? I want one so bad." I have not. Oh, you can write a note on your phone to remind you. Um, like, apparently we're in a drought in Delaware. I was just told that by my neighbor. She's like, "Did you know we were in a drought?" I'm like, "Nope." To which I was then like, I'm gonna sound like a real asshole here. Um, you want to say limit your water usage and blah blah blah. You want to put a data center like right over there? No, I'm paying for my water. Get the hell out of here. Like absolutely not. You want to call us a drought, but you that we want to put data centers here? I don't think so. Because it runs so much electricity to overheat the systems, they need a ton of water to cool the system down for it to run. So why are they not finding alternative means to cool down the system? Why water? And it has to be clean, fresh water that can't be recycled into being useful drinking water. That is wild. But why can it be this is kind of could it be dry ice? Like why does it have to be water to cool down the like also am I stupid to think that it's like machines and water don't generally go hand in hand? Like why water? I don't know. Why can't they just run an air conditioner? Because why would billionaires care about the planet, right? I just I'm just curious, right? Like, also, ice packs? If we want to call it water, why are we not finding other things? A- And who's paying for that water then? And I'm like, how? Oh boy. I'm just like, that was literally my thought. They're like, we're in a drought. She's like, don't telling me that I'm using the water to water my plants. And I'm like, you're paying for your water, and they're trying to put a data center like down the street. Like, they can take their drought and go off because you're not telling me that I can't use water when you want to put a data center right there. Like, get out. Get right out. Get out. Get out. Get some gel packs, freeze them, and use. Like, I don't understand. Data center next to the zoo? No, where's that supposed to happen? If we can go to space, let it figure out the water. Or figure out something else to cool down your stupid machines. Why does it have to be water? If the whole concept of everybody being so mad about data centers, apart from them being a data center, period, but if the biggest complaint people have is the water and not just the electricity, figure out something else. That I don't. This is above my pay grade. Sent you a link to the Sense of the Highland Cow. Thank you. Sorry you're late. No need to apologize. You're good. Nashville, they put one next to the zoo. How much is that hurting the animals? Oh, we're talking about data centers and droughts. Seem to be just thrown out after. Yep. Why are we not cleaning the water after it's used? Why are they not forced to reuse the same water? I have so many questions of water in Scotland. You love my new video. Thank you. Have you guys been liking that kind of style video of like what we're making in the week? Water runoff from the cooling systems that contain heavy metals and they're not regulated, or at least not very much. They want the zoo's car park. They can write off with that. I want to know. Oh, thank you, Meredith. Welcome, welcome. I want to know how much. So, like, like they have like those telephone poles that were like really bad, and like they were putting them in places, and people were getting cancer and getting really sick, right? I want to know what the research is of having a data center. How far away from your house? How close? Like, is that going to start making people sick? Because like those like thick ass poles that they were putting in are like a problem. And a lot of people are getting really sick. Is that going to start happening with data centers? But why are they unable to just reuse it? If they're using it to cool off the machines, I understand the concept of having heavy metals, but like, can't they just put it in plastic so it's not touching the metal? I have questions. Why don't we run it through all the plastic straws that we're no longer using to save the sea turtles to run it around the machine? I don't know. They're not doing any environmental reports. Yeah. Let's say hi, hello, hi, hi, hi. Because the water's been chemically compromised. So then why aren't they just reusing the water over and over again on their machines? I have so many questions. I am. I'm making a sea turtle. If the heavy metals are so harmful to the computers, what makes them think that this is a good idea? Why are they not finding alternative ways to cool down the machines? If water is A, becoming so harmful it's going to be harmful to the computers, B, harmful to humans, C, apparently we're in a drought. Like, does that just seem a little bit common sense here? The right with regulation with AI. I work for an electronic health record and we aren't using AI to help clinicians take down documentation. Just have Jello, right? I keep getting the freezer packs with my medication that they keep delivering to my house. How about I just donate all my freezer packs? You freeze them and you reuse them. Have fun. Good luck. Like, exactly. Where's it going? Where are they do? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Where they're going to use it info, which is protected. They are using AI for so many different things, and it can be so harmful for so many different things. It's it's a problem, and I it's kind of wild to me because I look back at a few years ago, like AI within the past year has kind of just been wild, and they're using AI for so many different things. But when you're bringing AI into the medical field, that seems, I don't know. I don't know. Y'all, didn't we all watch Smart House from Disney Channel when we were kids? Did we not learn anything when the house then attacked? Every time I use AI, I swear to God, I'm like, please, thank you so much for your help. I appreciate it. Do I think my senators or representatives would know any of those questions? I don't think so. I don't think anybody really cares. I honestly don't even really care all that much. I have too many other things to worry about. Or Terminator or Matrix. See, I didn't watch any of those. Thank you for the makeup brush. I mean, the thing that people don't really think about, like AI started taking over jobs years ago in different fields. And then some of those fields, they realized, oh crap, we messed up. We can't just do this. So I think that, like, yeah, we're going to see this AI problem for a while, but a lot of people are going to realize that, like, you, you can't for everything. And then they're going to go back to using people. Like, that's just what ends up happening. But I think it's going to be a very hard learning curve. Using AI for their classes, the fuck are they learning? I don't want them in the workforce. It's crazy. Yep. My friend's daughter uses ChatGPT to help quiz her on her homework and give her practice tests and things like that. At least she's like doing work off of it, but still, it's just like, ugh. You're currently watching Liz McGuire? Yes. Call a service? I don't know. By that time, people will have lost the skills. I think it's going to depend on how quickly that actually happens. I don't necessarily think so because from what I've seen, the turnover was like about 5 years, not even. AI full curriculums. Yep. But I wonder though if some of the AR curriculums are better than what some of these kids are learning in school these days because Lord, I don't know, guys. It's doom and gloom. Oil fields to drive heavy equipment. It's wild. They forget to post the creative. It's kind of just like it's really crazy and really wild to me. Like as a lawyer, that would have been so good. No, no. Immediately it's insane. That's just wild. That's just wild to me. I mean, it's kind of like crazy too, where it's like there's a shortage of workers for a bunch of different jobs, but everybody's using AI platforms to run their applicants through things, and they just keep getting spit back, and it's like no wonder because we're using it like it's just so my one friend, she lost her job and she's been looking for a new job, and I was like, look, Tor, I know this is kind of crazy, but like you have to readjust your resume. She's like, I had my resume done by a professional person, I've done this, and I'm like, I recommend this and you might not like it, but there's an uh I don't know if it's an AI for resumes or what, but it's a website and you pay for it and it adjusts your resume to get through the AI system so that way you can get to the next thing if you're a qualified candidate to help your resume get pushed through for these things because it's wild that like these AIs just like kick you right back because like she was applying for hospitals, she was applying for this, applying for that, and just getting kicked immediately. And then the hospital was like, well, we're short staffed. So and of course she used the system and she got a job. It's kind of just wild to me. Like my brother, he just graduated college. He's looking for a job. He's having a real hard time. It's wild. All right, I have this blue. We gotta finish the parts and do the blue one. Gotta go, start catch you later. Bye. So it's just like what I miss. We're talking about AI and stuff. Oh, I hate that nobody's on the phone. But again, but like think about it. We've been dealing with computers on the phones for years. It's gotten significantly worse, but we've been doing that for years. The breakthrough of AI has really just happened within the past like a few years. Well, really honestly with the past year to 18 months. But how often has it been press 1 for blah blah blah, press 2 for blah like and you have to do with their automated system. It's AI. We've been dealing with it for a while. Yeah. So oh, I didn't even show you guys. Turtle. We did it. Yay. Turtle done. Beautiful. 2 turtles so far. I'm just so in the groove of trying to get this stuff done. At least 10 to 15 years. It has increased a lot in the last bit, but it's been happening for a while. I'm amused that your lives are always brain teasers. It's what you guys want to talk about. If you guys want to talk about other things, I would talk about whatever. Human on the other end of the automation. No, not always. To interpret what you said. Yep. Yep. My elephant is epic. Thank you. I plan on making more of them because I got to get that pattern back out. But it's kind of just been a matter of wild. Whenever I see someone in the comments asking if I'm real, yeah, I think that's really funny. Let's talk about how cute Ruthie is. She's a snoozing. No, me, if I'm real. There have been some people who are like, I don't know if she's AI or not. I've seen this background on other things. I'm like, nope, I'm a real person, I swear. You never catch lives like this. Welcome, welcome. It makes me mad now because I used to just be able to hit zero and bypass the automated system to get to a person. Now it's like, let me speak to a representative. I understand you want to speak to a representative, but in order to direct your call to the right person, I need you to answer a few more questions. No, fuck you! No! I don't want to answer your questions. I want to speak to a person. Get me to a representative. Are you calling regarding blah, blah, blah? Or can I help you with this? If so, say yes. No. How can I help you then? Connect me to a representative. In order to get you to the correct person, I need to ask you some questions. Are you calling about blah, blah, blah? No. How can I help? Piss me off. Ay, ay, ay. Then click and I have to start over, right? Come here, you. Can I help you? Come here. I need to get her a new collar. Her collar's kind of like getting gross. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hi. We wanted to talk about how cute you are instead of the data centers and AI. AI starts asking you a whole bunch of questions. Yeah, I can't even. The phone stuff blows my mind. It drives me nuts. Pointing at the front. Um, is the collar washable? No, it's kind of like just gotten like so worn. It's worn down. It's over a year old. It's just time for a new one. Um, I start most of my circles on a circle of 8 instead of 6. Um, and that helps me get things more round. It's also a tension thing, but I'll just start my circles on a circle of 8. Oh, she's so little. She's so little. Hi. Thank you. Not my face. She thought she was. Oh no, we don't do that. We go outside in the backyard, but we don't go on a WALK. Someone is not good on the leash. When we were getting the back patio done, we had to do that. We had to go out on WALKs, and I was ready to. I was like, Ben, take her. I'm like, I'm not doing it. She's so bad on the leash. Stop. They went to a farmer's market one day. I know I need tent stakes, but is the business end of it confusing? I haven't looked into it much, but it seems so intimidating. So not stakes, you need weight. Tent weights. Um Farmers markets are not my recommended place to start because normally when you're doing a farmers market, especially in the summer in most areas, you have to sign up for all of them. You can't just do one. Um so farmers markets are a little bit more difficult than regular business, like regular craft shows. Um for craft shows in general, before you start selling because of taxes and things, I recommend talking to an accountant and figuring out what the business laws are of your state and or country because each state and different city has different rules. Um Taking payment and things of that nature is not difficult, and most um POS systems, which is your point of sale system, they calculate taxes and stuff for you. Whereas like I'm Delaware, so there's no sales tax in Delaware, so I don't really have to deal with that. Um, but I would setting up like I like Square for my in-person payments. It's really not all that difficult. Um they'll send you a free credit card swiper, but a lot of swipers don't really like a lot of cards don't even really swipe anymore. They have a way to do tap to pay on the phone itself. There are pros and cons to everything, right? I've seen some scams for tap to pay that some people are doing and XYZ, but I really recommend if you want to get into craft fairs, really starting at like a high school Christmas craft fair or like a fall craft fair because that kind of will show you if it's something you want to do or not and put the work in or not. Because Christmas craft shows in general, especially if they're run at like a high school or a community center, are going to be inside. So then you don't need a tent and you don't need weights and it's less of an investment. So then you just need tables, tablecloths, and product, right? High school craft fairs just also aren't cheap. A lot of high school craft shows start at like $100 ish at least. I've seen some high school craft shows that are as much as $400 for the high school craft show. So it kind of depends, like a community day or local events in your area. Um, but especially, I recommend like winter Christmas events to make sure that it's something you want to do because some people will do two craft shows and be like, never again. I'm good. I don't want to do this anymore. And then you haven't spent $200 on a tent and the weights and the this and the that and the this. It just, to me, it feels like less of an investment and a better place to start at a high school craft show as opposed to, or at like a community center or anything like that, as opposed to, or church, um, starting right away at big, big, big craft shows. Floating her potentials. Thank you so much. I also think like it's also like not easy to get into craft shows. Um, doing practice setups and things like that, like community events. Facebook's a great place to find like smaller beginner shows. That way people can figure it out. I would love to do craft shows, but I'm not a morning person. I do night markets. There are night markets. There are Christmas tree lightings and things like that. There's a lot of different ways around things. Um, but I don't necessarily recommend farmers markets because also a lot of times farmers market is not your target audience of what you're looking for, especially for crocheted things. I mean, sometimes they are and sometimes they can be, but other like it kind of depends on what the farmers market is. If it is generally food based and people are going there for food, they're not going to buy crochet. If they're going there for their groceries for the week, that to me is what farmers market is for, right? Not for a craft show. I'm not buying crafts at the farmers market. I'm buying food. That's the point of the farmers market versus a craft show. So if I wanted to start selling bread or cookies, cool, great, we'll do it there. But then you have to deal with stuff like that. But yeah, I have not found farmers markets to be profitable. I have never done a farmers market, but just even with your foot traffic in general is different. A custom bready Yorkie. You're killing it with the mothers and mother-in-laws. Um, that kind of I'm very confused where that came from and what that has to do with what we're talking about, my dear. Um, the farmers market, my farmers market often has a correlating craft show. There's a lot in general. I mean, it really kind of just depends on the area of the farmers market. Sometimes they also have a craft show, but you got again, think about like each town around me has a farmers market, right? Like this county, this one, that one, whatever. They all have a farmers market. There is not, and those farmers markets run for like 8 weeks in the summer. Not every week of that there's going to be a correlating craft show at the exact like it. Sure, probably around there will be some sort of show somewhere for something, but there's not like um for me in my general area they're not happening at the same time, and it doesn't happen at the same time back home for me either. How's the weather? The weather's fine. I am sorry to hear that. um but that's really getting me off topic here when we're talking about craft shows and bringing up random conversations. Um, that's where I started too. I started at high school craft shows for Christmas time, fall and Christmas time at these high schools. Now, granted, I was very crazy when I started, and I when I started craft shows was a very different time. It was many years ago, and I got in with a coordinator who ran like all the high school craft shows in my on Long Island, right? Or at least a lot of them. And so I, out of nowhere, not having done a single craft show before, hopped in feet first with like $200 booth fees, hoping I was going to make enough money to make this work. And it did. But I don't know if I was starting now, if I would do it the way that I did. Because thinking about it now and jumping in with these crazy high fees for shows was kind of like, whoa. Um, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Go big or go home. Yeah, that's what I did. And I did, and it was a great way to start, and, like, I look back at, like, old pictures of, like, what my market setups were back in the day, and I'm like, "Holy Lord," like but you gotta do what you gotta do to figure it out and get your feet wet. Because I wasn't about like, yeah, I spent money on the fees, but I wasn't about to just, like, drop all the money on a tent and a lot of setup and all of this if it wasn't something that I was going to do. And again, I was starting like at the tail end of COVID. So like the shows that I was doing, it was I didn't know if it was something I was going to continue doing after COVID and things went back to quote normal or XYZ. And like sometimes grid wall and a good setup, it's expensive. And I didn't have the money to drop on it and I didn't want to. Um, and so then I was killing myself week after week because I literally had just like I did great at the first one, just sign up for a bunch, and it was weekend after weekend after weekend after weekend after weekend, like from October to December of craft shows out on Long Island because she has the market of all the different high schools. It's wild. But I also like a high school craft show because A, it's also going to show you like there's a good variety of people. They're generally going to at least have their foot traffic of the people who go to the school coming, right? And then you'll be able to see like some different demographics and what's selling and what people are gravitating towards, right? So, do the kids like this stuff? Do the moms like this stuff? Do the grandmas like this stuff? Okay, because I've got that variety of people there. Who's liking what, what's doing what. Okay, well, this isn't working and this isn't working. How can I move things around and change things? I think it's a great market tester at these high school craft shows. And then it's also you can't have the same thing as everybody else because they've seen it and they're going to have their go-to people for those things, right? So unless you're doing something that's like a fabulous or so cool or that they've never seen before or anything that um whoa, what was I just saying? My brain just stopped working. What was I literally just saying? What did I just say? Oh, if it'll show you they're gonna have their go-to people, right? Oh, I get my mama candle from this place every single year. So unless you have something spectacular out of the ordinary, like a theme or whatever that's unique, it's gonna show you that you need to have different things other than everybody else and help you set yourself apart. Otherwise, you're not gonna sell stuff. Like I saw stuff sells in one area, not in others. Yes, and different like areas, like your demographic is going to be different. The amount of money people are bringing home and what people are looking for and what they're interested in is going to be different. Um, I saw someone making a video about how she was at a craft show and she had like the 3D printed stuff that everybody else has, and nobody bought anything. So then let's break it down. I don't know this creator. I don't know enough about it. I don't know a lot about the situation. But what I do know is that there is a lot of competition with 3D printing the same way that there is with crochet, right? So there are ways to market things and do things in different ways. If you're going to just have the same things for 3D printing that everybody else has, that everybody else is making, because you're like, oh, well, that person sells it, so I can too. No, that's not the way to go about things, in my opinion. Um, you're giving great advice in craft shows. My husband and I did them for about 4 years. Thank you. Um, sorry, I saw some other comments come through. I would love to do a crash, and my problem is pricing. Cost materials plus time, give yourself an hourly wage. Um, and then if they don't sell, adjust your prices. Like that, it's kind of going to be like hit or miss, but you got to be paying yourself too. So like cost materials plus time, same way you'd sell anything. And I know a lot of people have a hard time pricing their items. Absolutely taking that advice. I haven't heard that before. I try was a church every year. And again, it kind of depends. I haven't really done great at churches. Other crocheters do great at churches. It really kind of just depends on your area. Moving is on pause for a bit. Grandma's doing great. Craft shows, guys. I'm on a craft show tangent right now. Let me try to stay on track because my brain's drifting here. Sold race I made. Yeah, I trying to sell my stuff at a church has not. Um, it just wasn't my place. So like if I was looking at 3D printed stuff, right? Some things that I've seen that some people do is like the make your own clickers, like you make your own fidget. That's unique. That's going to pull people in. Or like a make your own whatever. Or niche it down even for, like I feel like we're kind of at a point now where 3D printing is just, and like the random crap from 3D printing isn't gonna cut it, right? So how can you niche it down? Are you making 3D prints to help with this specific thing? Are you making 3D prints just on this specific thing, right? Are you going to gear it more towards books? Are you going to gear it more towards summertime? Are you going to gear it more towards XYZ? Does your item have a purpose? Do you have dice towers? Do you have this? Do you have that? Um so yeah, that's when you're at a point like that, it's like niche it down. Like I don't just have crochet. I lowered it down to just crocheted stuffed animals. In the wintertime, I do hats and ear warmers as well. But other than that, I had to niche it down. I couldn't just have one sweater, five stuffies, eight this, and four of the, no. Four sweaters, two this, blah, blah, blah. I get the glow in the dark yarn and the heat sensitive yarn to stand out. You've just got to make sure that it's still profitable because those yarns are expensive. Do I find craft shows are kind of done December 5th to about spring? That's when ours sucked. No. Um Spring, yes. After Christmas to spring, yes. Um my shows go up until about a week before Christmas. I have done some shows the day before Christmas and the weekend before Christmas. Normally by the weekend before Christmas, people already have all their stuff for Christmas and are just last minute shopping and have something specific in mind and aren't looking for craft fairs. Um Church are the best way to sell because when people go to craft shows, they're going to buy things when they're not going to church. No one's planning on buying anything. Well, churches will generally do church run craft shows and like express when the craft show is and like advertise it. So it wouldn't be like an after church thing. It'd be like on a Saturday or something like that. Um I generally do well up until about like the week before Christmas. I did a show one year that was the hut that was like literally every freaking day up until Christmas and then the week after. That was wild. Um, but then craft shows for me in my general area are dead until um April, May. What I was able to do in that time one year, and then it kind of got to a point where it's just like I needed a break after Christmas time, is cheer competitions. and fire and ice festivals. There was one fire and ice festival that I would do in February every year, but then the coordinator got greedy and damn near tripled the price, to which I was like, you can kick rocks. I'm not going to do that. And then she lowered the price immediately because everybody complained. And I was still like, nah, bro. I don't believe I have a bruise right here. Um, Gear decor. I'm doing crochet now because I can't physically do wreaths. Yeah. But I found like I started out crocheting decor and things like that, and I couldn't get it to sell generally. It was the others. That's why I geared down to stuffies. I feel like decor, pot holders, blankets, even clothes are really hard sells with crochet at craft shows. Um, what was my favorite slash most memorable craft show? Um, I have a few that stick out. There was a craft show that I did circa 2022, 2023. The one where I lit myself on fire? No. Um, and it was a horrible, horrible show. The show should have been canceled. It was at the Boys and Girls Club of America, and it poured. It poured. It was miserable. And it was like at Christmas time. It was cold. It was raining. It was awful. At that show, I had um my Square account broken into, and someone was trying to steal my money from my Square. And I was able to get that taken care of, but that's not why it's memorable. It's memorable because of how bad it was in the rain and everything. And I went around networking instead. So I left Ben at the booth and I went around and I just talked to other vendors and was just hanging out and finding out like what their favorite shows are and what their things are, what they did, who they are, what they are. And that's where I met my best friend. Um, she was selling jewelry at the show. It was the second show we had done together. I had seen her at a show I had done at a high school craft show earlier in November. That's how long ago this was. And it was a private high school in my general area. And then we were at the show at the Boys and Girls Club of America. And I was like, oh my God, I remember you. How are you? Blah, blah, blah. We ended up talking for like 3 hours. Ben was so pissed off at me. But she's literally my best friend now, and she's like, "Oh my god, I have to help you. We're gonna do this show and this show. We have to get you to this, and we have to do this, and we have to do this, and we gotta do this, and we gotta change this, do this, and like revamped everything for my business for me. And it was all because we were stuck at the Boys and Girls Club of America pouring and like shared our trauma story of this craft show. And I literally met some of the best people I've ever met. And having her in my life now is I mean, she's just such a blessing, but just the advice she was able to give me in a direction to go with business and different things. So that was probably one of my most memorable craft shows. Um, yeah. That one I remember a lot. I remember the first one that the first time I did the peak for me was like I always like thought about doing like my local town's craft show, and I did it like what 2 years ago now, and like my grandma and Terry got to come and like see what my business has turned into and what my shows have turned into and how I do things. That one was really special to me. um I remember some of like my first ones where my dad was still helping me because Ben was deployed when I was starting doing craft shows, so it was really just me, my dad, and my brothers. um My dad and I would just hang out all day doing the craft shows out on Long Island. Um, She was visit proud, yeah. Um, why did I took her to my weight, you got royally screwed. I'm sorry to hear that. I still make dishcloths because at some shows they sell like hotcakes. And it depends on your area. Have I done any Halloween type craft shows? We have one in my town where kids dress up trick or treating at the craft stands. No. Um, I do fall shows, but no. Honestly, like I feel like October, there's so many shows that happen, and by October, I'm so dead that I don't do shows. Um, what other ones stand out to me? The first time I did Memorial Day at the beach, that was a good one. That was a big one, big thing. Um, yeah. And I'm sure there's others. Like my Christmas hut is really, really memorable for me. Um, I got stung by a bee at a craft show. There's a lot. I don't pick favorites. Understand that they have to buy their treat. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Hello, hello. Um, there's one show in October that I'm thinking about doing this year. But like one of my biggest shows of the year is in September. So, what's the last wearable I made? I don't know how long I'll be alive for. Um, hats and scarves. Yeah, hat, scarves, ear warmer, probably. It's so funny. I don't even consider those wearables. That's so funny that you said that because I'm like, hello, hello. You're probably ear warmers. You make sales all day and then spend the night watching kids be dressed up. They don't really have a lot like that around here. Um, yeah. I'm more of trying to think of like what the most memorable shows are that I've done. There was one show that we were like in torrential downpour. That was wild. Definitely messed it up. Um yeah, like there was a river running through my tent. There were 2 years, 2 different shows I've had that happen. Or three actually. I'm interested to ask Ben that question. Like, what's his most memorable show or what he remembers? I think we're gonna do this blue turtle, and then I think we're gonna be done for the night on live. Oh boy, that was not what I wanted to do. Whoops. Or the cardigan I made. Mm, which cardigan? The flower one, maybe? Or the shirt for Ben? I think those were my last ones. You should do a Q&A with Ben. We definitely could. How long have I been doing craft shows? since 2021, so 5 years. Jack and Sally cardigan was your favorite? Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, your very first outdoor shows I had 25-pound water bag weights. Storm was rolling in as we were all packing up. Water bag weights suck. FYI, the wind gusts were taking. Oh boy. I made Vic, not Alex. Yeah, yeah. Does Ben know how to crochet? Nope. Tens left and right. Myself and two other girls were holding their number dear life until I peeled the top off. Oh boy. We've had shows where I've had to peel the top off. We've had that happen. Um, um, we're not talking about Ben's job. He doesn't really want to share that right now. And that is up for him to share. I think I don't want to tell that either. I want him to share information he wants to share about his job. I'm like, I probably could tell you this, but I don't want to. I'm trying to respect the work boundary, you know. It's his if he wants to share it. Doing crushes, I mainly did community ones, so only 200 pounds, but now it's getting more expensive and so much harder to break even. Yep. That's fine. Just being no, not your bad at all. When he was in the military, we talked about it, but like I didn't even really go into it what his job was in the military, just because it's not. He didn't want to share that, so I'm just respecting that boundary. Promotion decided yet. That's what I'm not sure if I'm allowed to share yet. My suggestion for that flower yarn is a big stegosaurus. Aha! Does mandala ombre yarn work in the machine? It's looking very thin. I don't know if I've ever had mandala ombre. Um, if it's a 3-weight, it should be fine. If it's smaller than a 3-weight, I'd probably double it. Oh, it's a 1-weight. Yeah, I would double it then. Double strand it. Is a thin 4. Oh, okay. Then that should be fine. Thin 4 should be fine. 1-weight, I would at least double strand, if not triple. Hopefully they'll get back next year. Oh boy. I screamed at him, so he went to bed. I'm forcing myself to get the perfect hat. You screamed at who? What? I'm confused. Oh, the raw mandala. Got it. What's the hardest pattern I have written? Hardest to write or hardest to do? I don't necessarily recommend double stranding with the machines. But I've done it. Um, Small 4. Okay, well then it should be fine. Oh, okay, got you. Oh yeah, that definitely should go through. Yes, that should be fine. You see, I like the idea of a Q&A, but I literally feel like I do Q&As every time I'm basically on live. So what am I really going to ask, you know? You just finished my video. Yes. Have I used any thin chenilles in the machine? I have. I don't recommend it. Are a bit different. Interesting. Happy Pride, everybody, by the way. That's Pride. Thank you for the makeup brush. If it's a thin four, it'll be fine. Michael's the other day, you were in love with what? I miss the food hall we used to have at our local mall. I used to make bill money from the ground. Oh, so fun. Oh, there was so much yarn. Got you. I am making a sea turtle. That's where I got the one I was making. Got it. Fluffy pink penguin, the one you're gonna use for his Thank you. The Selkie drama. No, what's happening with that? Do I need to look into it? I don't know. Beautiful work. Thank you. My feed is really weird. My feed is all Karen Reed, Taylor Swift stuff, and homesteading, and then a lot of videos using the sound Melissa. I'm drunken outside. It's all my feed is. It's very weird. Go check it out. It's disheartening and feeds into pride, the American flag, and the marginalized folks, and Selkie, the clothing brand. My turtle pattern is not currently for sale. No. Oh, that's unfortunate. Do you guys see that there's some drama going on with Cupshe? Where they said for like their next brand drop, they didn't want to use any people of color for their brand. I was like, what? It's like glad I never bought a bathing suit from them. Oh, and also a lot of Mormon wives and all the Mormon wives drama. That's also all over my feed. How long have I been hooking? 26 years? Is that right? Aaliyah, is that right? Hue collections and things to help you fall asleep. I saw somewhere, and I'm very interested to try this, and I haven't yet, that if you have ADHD and you have issues falling asleep, a lot of people with ADHD have a harder time getting their body down to a colder temperature at night. So try using a cold ice pack on the back of your neck to help cool your body temperature down before you go to sleep. Coming soon, 26. Got it. That tracks. That makes sense. Oh my god, my uterus is screaming at me. I am due for more Midol. That is wild. I also need to I'm going to get off live and I'm going to go out to my garage and list all of the things on Facebook Marketplace that need to get listed because I've got two giant bins in my garage of stuff that need to get up on Facebook Marketplace to sell. A fan on my face and the AC set to 64. Yep. Do I suffer from migraines often? All the time. Hence why I have a bruise on my head from getting Botox. This one hurt the most too, so that actually doesn't surprise me, and I'm wondering if that's where a lot of my issues are coming from. But guys, I can still move my eyebrows. The last time I got Botox, I could not move my eyebrows. This time I can. A ton of covers in an ice cold room, yeah. No, I suffer from migraines constantly. I'm mainly suffering from being a woman right now. That's where my suffering is coming from at this current, and why I'm not feeling great is because I'm. You're starting to think it doesn't? Why would you think it doesn't? Botox for me is generally like magic. I get the best ideas before I fall asleep. Same, dude. Same. Same. My uterus just wants to self implode. So, because you're still getting migraines. Oh, interesting. Honestly, I got approved for the Botox, but before that, I started the Vyvanse. And once I started Vyvanse, my migraines got less. So I don't know if that's a correlation or whatnot, but Nurtec pills are iffy. So I'm currently on Nurtec, Emgality, and Botox. And then um Nurtex, Emgality, Botox. And when I was having like a bad killer migraine that like even the Nurtec wouldn't kick, they put me on a low dose of Zyprexa, which is a antipsychotic, and that kicked it and it was great. Did I feel like I was drunk? Yes. Did it do the job? Also yes. It's like video of games that are organizing things. I tried watching one and it kept me even more awake. Interesting. Joining late, you're so good. It's all right. Hello, hello. Sinus headache, so I feel your pain. They're so bad I'd literally go blind with my eyes. Oh boy. I mean, I have a slight headache right now, but we're getting rain tomorrow. So if this is the level of headache I have from A, being on my period, and B, having weather come in, I'll take it. I will take it and run with it because this is like nothing. They put you on, I don't know what any of those things are. Hey, hey. But that's for killer days. I don't know what any of those things are. Okay. So I had a really bad reaction to all of the triptans, rizatriptan, elatriptan, sumatriptan, all those. So I can't do those. Uh, Topamax gave me seizures, so can't do that. Yeah. The other thing that my neurologist is interested in, and my OB and my primary care, is they need me to go to a specific doctor in order for it to get approved. But I believe it now has, is that they think that I'm going to be put on a GLP-1. Because my sugars, the insulin resistance with my sugar has been dropping too low. Um, and they think that it's going to help regulate my levels of where I'm at with everything. So I do believe that I am going to be starting on a GLP-1. And I don't think we're even going to like up the dosage. Like it's going to be a really low dosage and stay that way. But they are finding a lot of success with PCOS patients and um, GLP-1s. So I haven't started it yet, but I believe it's going to get approved next week. I was crocheting at the dealership today, and a teen girl came up telling me she crocheted too and showed me a dragon she created. Oh, fun! Do I get blurry and dizzy? Um, it depends on the migraine. I have different types of migraines. GLP-1. I lost a shit ton of weight. I'm more interested in all the other obese symptoms, but my neurologist is like, if your sugars are this out of whack and the insulin resistance is doing that, that could also be having an effect with your migraines. And I'm like, cool. She's like, it can only help. I'm like, great. No, it's supposed to help with the insulin resistance because GLP-1s with sugars and all of that. So, I mean, a lot of bariatric patients end up on GLP-1s um, after surgery, especially if their sugars keep dropping low the way that mine have to help with the sugar regulation. I mean, it's kind of like a diabetic medication almost. It made you so sick you had to stop. There are different ones that have different side effects. You know, you got to find the one that's going to work for you. Help with GLP-1s after it also helps with alcohol addiction. Yeah. My OB says that she's been doing a lot of research and a lot of studies into PC because she's a PCOS specialist into PCOS with different types of birth control and um GLP-1s. That was her like immediate recommendation. I was like, take it out of me. She's like, we don't need to do that. She's like, that's the last resort. Let's try these other things first. Um, and I like my new birth control. Um, I like my new birth control. I'm going to ask, I gotta call them next week and see if she's okay with me skipping the sugar pill and just starting the next pack because I'm miserable. But up until then, it had been great. My skin cleared up. I mean, look at how clear my skin is. I have my period and my skin is still clear. A yarn dragon. That's so fun. Dragons are not easy. Yeah. They put you on a higher doses of Majarno, and I've been sick for weeks. They're also being very specific about which GLP-1 they want me on. Every single doctor has said specifically they want me on Zepbound. Not Wegovy, not Ozempic, not Majarno, none of those. They want me on Zepbound. Specifically. Specific. Found things that are helping you. Yeah. I'm excited about it. I'm hopeful. Yeah. I'm on that one for PCOS. That's why they want me on it. You see? You see? You see? I can't afford Ozempic, etc., but I have started a protein-led eating, not keto. The weight is dropping steadily. Sugar has stabilized. Joint inflammation is improving, and PCOS is less pronounced. Fabulous! It does help. I'm so excited. I'm so happy to hear you say that because I was very skeptical. I really did not want to be on a GLP-1. Like, really did not want to go on it. And then I had 4 doctors be like, "We're finding research of PCOS help and PCOS care with the GLP-1." I'm like, "Fine." I feel like there's just such a stigma with the GLP-1s. I really didn't want to do it. But if it's being recommended to me by 4 doctors for the one thing that I have, and that I'm like, all right, fine. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to lose the 20 pounds that I gained after my weight loss surgery, but it's only been 20 pounds. It's not like it's crazy. I didn't either, but everything has normalized on it. I've been on it for a year now. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, GoodRx for coupons. I know Row has some coupons for the GLP ones. And Zepbound for me with my insurance, I had to like sign up for the Zepbound's program. Um, but I haven't started it yet. I will let you guys know how I like it when I do start it, but I'm rather excited about it. Because the PCOS has just been horrible. Just took my pill. I saw multiple people saying that they did also, so I thought I'd join in on it. Yes, take your medication. Yes, drink your water, take your meds, everybody. Eat the protein first. The body naturally creates GLP-1 when you have protein first. Yeah, I mean, I generally only eat protein. Basically, it's that insulin resistance fun stuff. Here, buddy. Ding, 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 ding. This was the OG one, guys. This one's mine. The color is different of the new ones. This is not here. This has been moved here. This is smaller. This is smaller. Fabulous. Yeah. They're putting me on 2.5 milligrams, and we're probably going to stay around that general spot because I don't want to lose a ton of weight. Only need to lose 10 to 20 pounds. Yeah. With smooth sailing with no side effects as long as I eat protein and drink water. Yep. That's what I'm hearing. Both of my parents are on Zepbound. Both my mom and my dad are. So my poor dad. So tell your doctor you want to go on the lower dose. My dad has really, really bad sleep apnea, and he just got a CPAP, and he's like been asthmatic since he started the CPAP. He's having such a hard time. I feel so bad. It's terrible. I didn't know you saw those. So we don't yet. They were available for everybody tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The new one. This is again, this one is just mine. Um the ones for the one I have is on display is upstairs, but they were at the end of my videos for the past 2 weeks. They will officially be out for everybody tomorrow. They're available for members now. I was on Ozempic before it got popular. Then couldn't get it for months. When I went back on it, I couldn't do it. So sick. I'm diabetic. Oh boy. Medicare Advantage plan. I have to pay over $300 for 3 months. Oh boy. I've had hundreds of cyst rupture, and I'm like, oof. See a doctor at the end of the month, so I took my hub's lower dose to see if the higher dose was making me sick. Oh God. I see it. Make sure he's cleaning it regularly. He just got it, and like he's had it for like a week, and he's like can't breathe to the point where they've already done a second sleep study, and he has to return it. Like, oh my God. But they put him on Zepbound because of his sleep apnea. His sleep apnea is so bad. I have no idea, guys. I know nothing about his CPAP. I know nothing about his machine. I know absolutely nothing. I have to make sure all my meds are working well first, but awful sleep nappy as well. Like I have to sleep on your side. I should be on a sleep app. That Ben's been getting real bad. I want him to go get checked because if he sleeps on his back, I'm ready to just smack him all night long because he just snores it so bad. The food is affecting you lost weight. Yep. And you absolutely love it. I'm happy you do. Free to bump and decrease mine as needed. My doctor keeps the refills, so at various scripts for me at Walgreens, so I can control it to my preference. Oh, that's nice. I watched someone on a higher scale of asthma because I feel like there's nothing really they can do about it. Yep. That has lost the weight. Fair enough. All right, guys. Blue turtle. I don't believe I did this to myself. I did not mean to pull this much out. I really did not want to use the rest of the skein to do more sea turtles. So URAS, I don't know what that means. What time is it? Midnight. Yarn mess, yeah. I yeah. I feel like though all of my doctors are basically on the same page, which I feel like is such a freaking blessing that all of my doctors are on all the same page of all of the medications that they want me on and the things that we're doing, and I feel so heard by my doctors. I really feel lucky about it. Um, so there's a helping correctly. Yeah. And I know not it's honestly really hard because it's kind of hard to talk about because I know a lot of people have a lot of really bad experiences with a lot of the stuff that I've been going through, and I'm so lucky that has not been my experience because that would like ruin all of it for me. If I had a really hard time getting diagnosed with ADHD, like the way I've seen some horror stories online, I never would have done it. Like it just there would have been no way. I would not have done it. And I'm very lucky that like my OB has been on the same page and my primary care has been so great. And thank you so much for the flow state. Thank you. What is that? Elephant crochet? Thank you. And so I feel really bad because I know a lot of people aren't like that. I was underserved for years too, yeah. And I was dealing with a lot of doctors that didn't understand or were issues and but I'm really, really lucky that recently I have not had issues like that. Yeah. Having a good medical team makes all the difference. Yeah. It really has made all of the difference. Thank you. Yes, happy pride. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. But we all witnessed what you went through. Yeah. 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 So 2 seconds, guys. I gotta plug you in. I'm gonna make a few more turtle pieces in this beige because we're closest to using up this beige skein. Because I just have like a little bit of barf here. Um, and then I'm gonna go because I have to post all sorts of stuff on Facebook Marketplace because we're trying to go through stuff and get rid of things. House hunting is kind of on pause for like a hot second. Um, because interest rates are so high right now. Um, I kind of like briefed over that earlier. I know someone asked. It's like sleep apnea, but it's only stuff for 2 hours at your sleep study. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Um, yeah. Can I make a turtle with the shell being rainbow colors, or would it color change be hard? I could do that. I have a jumbo rainbow one right now. I can do them smaller and I can do it in with like a rainbow variegated yarn or just stripe it rainbow. You just send me a message. Yeah, if you're going through your stuff now, right? At 40 with ADHD explained a lot of my problems since I was a young kid. I cried when it was confirmed. That was me. I was literally crying in the office. I was literally crying. Actually, crochetvision.com right now, it's hard. Send me an email, crochetvision2020 at gmail.com because the website is password protected for members right now. App days since I was 16. Yep. Um, so yeah. What do I think of using blue yarn for butterfly wings? Sure. Was here so I could wish them happy pride. Yeah, I don't know where they are. They're not here right now. But happy Pride to everybody who celebrates. I do. Go Pride. So happy for you. You're definitely giving me a more calm content vibe than before. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just probably more notable for the followers who have been around for a while. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure. It's hard on that test. Oof. I'm hoping. So content has kind of been just a little difficult because I can't just go to the store and buy yarn the way I did at Joann or show you guys Joann the way that we used to all the time. And Michael's just isn't the same. So I'm hoping that you guys are liking the um newer stuff I'm coming out with and trying to stay on track. I want Bella Blue Yarn. Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It could be used for that. Yeah. I just haven't been making. I didn't make a bunch of butterflies. I use blue enough. I just the thing with blue yarn, like I complain about it, but I just don't use it. I buy a lot of it, and I love blue. I just never use it. I don't know why. I like the vids. Okay, cool. Butterflies are a very old thing, actually. Um, have I ever gotten a surprise box from Premiere? Yes, two. You're enjoying my videos. Thank you. Cost of shipping of a bottle to New Zealand. If you send me your address through email, I can let you know exactly what it would cost. Website currently needs a password because it's password protected for the cup drop for members. It'll be available for everybody tomorrow. Blue is one of your most used colors. It's just not my go-to. I don't know what it is with me. I don't like making blue sea creatures. It just gives me the ick. I don't know why. I guess because it makes me think wet, and then you're like wet yarn and just yuck. It gives me the ick. They haven't been here in a while. Now that you said that, I agree with you. I haven't seen them they were here not that long ago. They hopped in and they were just late. Um, but it had been they were on all the time. Ooh, yellow. I don't like to use yellow. Sometimes it just happens. Like, I don't know. Gonna order for a teddy bear tonight. Yay! I have one yellow. I thought that was funny. I forgot. You're good. Um, I kind of feel like you guys, the members who are here right now, let me know what you think. I feel like if we're on the live and you guys have been hanging out with me and we've made it this long, 128 minutes, I feel like I can share the password for the website now for anybody who's trying to get on the website just because we're here with me now and it's been up for hours now. What do we think about that? You want me to give you guys a password? Lollipop, what's your real name? Technically, it's after midnight for me. That is true. It is 12:14. Like using black, but everything got you. So go for it. Yeah. Okay. And I was on time with the drop and the password this morning, guys. Be so proud of me. Laura Ann, cool. I will try to remember. He popping up as lollipop, but I'm like, do I know like I've been thinking this for a while. I'm like, do I know what the real name like I couldn't put two and two together. Plus I already got mine. Yeah. I mean, they're all the 40 ounces are all on pre-order now anyway. The 8 that I had sold. So they are now the 40 ounces are pre-order. I do have some 20 ounces left. Everybody wanted the 40 ounce, which is what I assumed would happen. The BiPAP because I couldn't use a CPAP. Interesting. Uh, the password, guys, is very original. Very, very original. It's the word Tumblr in all caps. You just bought a granny square tumbler? I get it. You couldn't get yours this month? That's okay. I think we're going to have more than enough of the cups. I don't think I'm gonna sell out. All caps is important. Good to know. Thank you, Ruth. I don't think I'm going to sell out of the 40 ounces. We might sell out of the 20 ounces. I think that in total, we're gonna have like 70 or 80 of the 40 ounces. I just only have 8 of them right now. Are you making them yourself? My friend is making them for me. But it's very original. Tumblr in all caps is the password for the website. Tumbler with the E. Yep. Looking forward to grabbing one. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Yeah, no, my friend is making them for me. The rest of the merch that I am currently working on, I am getting from a print on demand company, but I have designed it myself. Like even with this, I designed it myself. I'm just having my friend make it. I was looking into doing a local person, kind of the way that Kelsey did, and I just couldn't. I couldn't find someone honestly who was like willing to take me seriously to do what I wanted to do. I There's a screen printing company in this general area, and like they wouldn't even give me prices until I had like until I was ready to place an order. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to place an order until I know how much this is going to cost. And I'm not going to order a million shirts if like I can't even see what it's going to be. Like if I can't get a sample and know what it's going to do, it was just kind of wild. So I was looking into different options for the rest of the merch that I had been like teasing for a long time. I did recently, you guys, I'll tell you this now, I did recently place another merch order for again print on demand stuff um that I'm really super excited about. My first day on Vyvanse, I redid all of my merch. All of it. And I reordered all of it. So, um soon we will have sweatshirts and bags and shirts, but they are going to be from a third party because I don't have the space in this house, and B, I tried to find someone to like do an order or do them online, and I just couldn't do it. I tried. I did my due diligence. I tried to find a local supplier or like a small company to work with, and there I just couldn't find something that was going to work um in this general area. I'd want to order a sample first, yeah, and get a price quote. Exactly. Like there's a really big screen printer here. I know other friends from other companies, like Ben's Gym has ordered from the screen printer. They do a great job. They do great work, but they wouldn't give me prices. I'm like, how do you expect me to order? Well, it's going to depend on if it's one color or two colors or four colors. Like, it's going to depend. I'm like, I have so many different designs that I'm working on. I just need to know all of it. And they wouldn't give me like a direct price and for price for the shirts themselves if I had to get them from some other place to then bring them. Like, it was a nightmare. And I'm like, no, like I'm not doing that. They wanted to know the exact design. They wanted this. They wanted to know this and this. And like, I have shirts from them. I know they're great quality, but if you can't give me a price, I can't order from you. Well, it's gonna depend because this one's 4 colors and that one's 2, and I'm like, "So give me." I literally brought, like, the Crochet Vision logo, I'm like, "I'm trying to do this." "Well, that's 2 colors. So how much is that going to cost?" And then I brought the crab, and I'm like, "What about this?" He's like, "Well, that's 4 colors." I'm like, "Great, so how much is that gonna cost?" "Well, when you're ready to place an order, we can figure that out." I'm like, "I'm ready now if you'd give me a damn price." And it pissed me off so much, and, like, we know the owner, Ben goes to the gym with him, and I'm like, "I'm not ordering from him," because he wouldn't give me prices. No. If that's how you're gonna do business, I'll take it elsewhere. I was so mad. Like, guys, I know I teased merch like 2 years ago, and all of that, it's been a nightmare to try to do merch, and I didn't wanna do print on demand. I didn't wanna use Printify. I didn't wanna have to do it this way. And so the stickers I've outsourced and I'm not doing them on Printify and I'm trying my best. I'm having the hardest time trying to get my stickers up on Etsy for the shipping to be a stamp on Etsy. And or there's a way to do tracked shipping on Etsy. It's not working. I can't figure out how to get my stickers to ship internationally without it being like a ridiculous fee. It's like impossible with like the shipping rates for stickers. So I know a lot of you guys internationally want the stickers. I'm trying. I am diligently trying. And so then with the print on demand stuff, what's nice is some suppliers I'll be able to say, if you are from Australia, order from this link and it'll come from that provider in that country. That's really cool and that helps with shipping costs. Um, but some of this stuff, there's a few that are going to be like their providers that are only doing it are in China or this or that. I'm trying. But like the last two, I had done two samples from Printify and I was so pissed off at how they came in. And four of the things they refunded me for, that's how bad they were. So the Crochet Vision crab shirt, that was a Gildan shirt, like Gildan sweatshirt, and I'm really not happy with the quality of like I granted I wore it all the time, but I just felt like it just looked like crap so quickly. And it pilled really bad really fast. And I wouldn't have wanted you guys to spend a lot of money on that. So this time I'm trying a different sweatshirt. And like, so I ordered my crew neck first. So then I tried something different when I ordered like the Crochet Vision sweatshirt that Ben and I have. His looks great. Mine looks like trash. I ordered shirts. The writing around Crochet Vision just looked like trash. So then I had it vectorized to see if that would like help with the image quality. And I think this time it's going to be fine. But then one of the things that was important to me, and Ben's like, this shouldn't be as important to you, it doesn't really matter all that much, is I loved having Crochet Vision down the sleeve. It's so expensive to do it. And I'm like, well, for me, if I'm getting a sweatshirt, I want something that's going to be unique. And I want there to be like something down the sleeve or something like that. Ben's like, you're the only one who cares about that. I'm like, okay, so Hanes products are expensive. So like trying to make doing all of the work to design all of the merch the way that I've done because I've designed all of these things, right? And then to design all of the things and then um getting like just the general baseline cost of the product and then what it's going to cost to get it produced and then the cost of shipping and then I've got to have a little wiggle room of profit on the back end. Like these sweatshirts were going to be $40 before I took a penny. And I'm like, I couldn't justify for crappy materials, crappy sweatshirts to be spending that much on a sweatshirt. Now, granted, again, I wore my Stuff It Good sweatshirt every day and it lasted about a year. Like, how long do I really expect a sweatshirt to last? Are you guys going to wear your Stuff It Good sweatshirts every single day? Probably not. Is it going to last longer than what mine did? Probably. But I, it just didn't sit well with me. So I'm going to see how my new stuff comes in. I have placed an order. Like when I ordered my bag, that got messed up. I ordered crochet hook holders, like bags, zippered pouches. Those were so messed up. I got a refund on those. And to the point where I'm like, um, Gildan shirts can be rough on girls without a bra. Yep. The sweatshirt was fine. Um, but we're gonna do I ordered uh even for Ben as a gift, I designed a like hand towel with Ruthie's face on it. One of the faces is right here. One of them is all the way up here on the other side. I was like, what the fuck is this? I ordered hats. I ordered Crochet Vision hats. The color online was a beautiful pink. They came in neon, like neon pink. And I'm like, this is not what I ordered. They're like, well, that's what it is. I'm like, what do you mean? That's not the same color. So like it was just getting so frustrating. Um, and like I had a notebook that I designed and I had a thing on it, but I was like, I don't know if I need to trademark this before I start doing this. And that's how I know a little bit more about trademarks. Um, so it and so like I talked to a trademark lawyer to like get some more information about what it would entail, how I would do it. But so I have some new things that are coming. Um, but it took me a while to like see past the frustration to be able to be like, okay, we can do this. You know, you're a sweatshirt fiend. So I was just like, I didn't want sweatshirts to be like $80. Like I think that the way that I wanted the stuff it good sweatshirt for it to say stuff it good, crochet vision on the sleeve, crochet vision on the back, it would have been like over $60 for a non-hooded sweatshirt. I'm like, or maybe it was $80. Like it was something astronomical. And I'm like, okay, I can understand $60 for a sweatshirt, but like when we get more than that, it just kind of gets ridiculous, you know? Like I'm a really small account in the grand scheme of things on here, and I'm not trying to like have you guys pay an exorbitant amount of money, but it's like it's really hard. So I was really discouraged with the merch. I've been trying. I did place. Um, let me look to see where we're at with that when it should be coming in. And also like I don't have the room to store things here, right? So like having shirts or sweatshirts here, I can't do that until I move. And even if I can find another printer. Now there are some other am I interested in doing them myself? No. No, I'm not. There are some other friends of mine, small businessy friends that I'm willing to team up with, like my friend Jess to do the cups. But like the cups have taken a year. I've had this one since last summer and I teased it for you guys, you know? Like and like she's kind of far. I was supposed to have them by this day, then this happened and this even getting them or it's been really hard. It's been really hard. Yeah. She charges the most 25. Now, if I was making them myself, it's different. The cost comes in production, right? Like buying the sweatshirt, if I was buying like sweatshirts or shirts in wholesale, they were a lot cheaper, but when I'm getting them from another company or anything like this, you're paying more than the wholesale price for your wholesale order, and then you're also paying for the design to be done, to be put on it from these other people. So when you're making them at home, yeah, it's a lot cheaper to do them that way. But it's like I I don't have room and I just don't have the time. Honestly, like trying to get everything done I'm trying to get done for you guys. I barely had the time to redesign the merch. I got on a I'm getting it done day and I was like I'm doing it. We're doing it today. Custom ink is expensive. Custom ink sweatshirts, custom hoodies, starting price 24.70 each for 500. I can't do that. I can't do that. Independent trading company, midweight pullover hoodie, 42.25 each for 500. I can't do that. Have a good night, Sydney. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, it looks like that was delivered today. Also delivered today. This hasn't shipped yet. That hasn't shipped yet. In transit from China. Okay. Can I get more information here? So my sweatshirt has not been shipped yet. And I'm also like, I'm trying different print providers with Printify. That hasn't shipped yet. This is supposed to get here on Tuesday. Cool. That's supposed to get here on Tuesday. Okay, so that's not bad. I placed this order on May 27th and it was um made by June 1st, shipped June 1st, and it should be here by Tuesday. I think that's coming from China. Yeah, it is. This was shipped and is on its way. This was shipped, but I don't have. Okay, maybe it wasn't shipped yet. That says in production. Okay. This one. Okay, that was delivered, that was delivered, and that was delivered. Oh, cool. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm not reading chat. Ruthie, hi, baby. Good morning from South Africa. Hey, hey, hey. Not a big order like that. Totally understand. Yeah. I feel I have not made a Tumblr in a year. I have not promoted my business. My hubby was very ill. Oh, I'm so sorry. 500. How do families do it? Yep. I mean, that was sweatshirts, but yeah. Gonna go make a smoothie if you're gone by the time I get back. Good night. Good night. Everything is extra expensive right now. Yep. At 70 each. Right. So less of that is out of pocket. Right. So I thank you. That's exactly it. Is I don't have Kelsey's following. I wish I did. I don't. I just don't. And do I really need I love that. Thank you. Um and I'm trying to do things so that way I can try to gain a bigger following and do more things. Um but it's a hard balance. It's very hard. Um But also, like, while I'm looking at this, I'm also looking at how long it's taking things to get to where they need to go because it's also going to be harder for me to be like they're made to order, so it's going to take a bit, you know? So I don't understand why this one company is taking so long to ship my sweatshirts, though. I'm checking on something here. Hang on. Yeah, this is one of the ones that's taking so long. Two seconds, everybody. I'm just checking on something. Top rated, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, average production time 2 days. Why is this taking so long? That's annoying. What does the other one say? And I'm also trying to figure out like which providers I want to use because you can pick which company makes your things. So like if I do sweatshirts and I want them to be done out of um Australia for you Aussies out there, some things I'm going to be able to do that way, you know? Yeah, I don't understand. But that's my hope. Sarah, please do reply. What would you like me to say? Oh, hello. Hello, how am I? I am doing good. We're here. We're doing our best. Just watched my new video, got so much done. Thank you. The elf is the cutest. Thank you, thank you. How are you doing? You're my biggest fan. Thank you so much. If I did merch like Kelsey, you'd also have to space the store in your house. I know you've mentioned being short on space, which is why you're working moving. Yep, exactly. Right, right. You just a big order from Premier with my link. Thank you. Hanes t-shirts for $26 is going to have a price increase soon though. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to ask her, that'd be cool. If not, like I don't know TL yarn crafts at all. Like literally at all. I've never spoken to her, so I don't know. What are you crocheting today? We are winding down for the night. I've done 3 sea turtles and I think we're just about done. And granted, I honestly like didn't even really look into shirts. I was more interested in the sweatshirts and everything else. I'm really like I'm trying to take this as slow as I can. How's seeing all your doctors and being medicated treating you? Fabulous. So fabulous. It's actually been really great. So I have like I have a lot of ideas and a lot of stuff, but I wanted to start um I can tell you what I started with. I started with bags and smaller like accessory pouch bags. I have a line, I have a new design that I'm really excited about. Um and then I redid the Stuff It Good sweatshirt. Some things will be available, I think up to 5. Some of them just don't offer more than a 5X, you know. Um I think yeah, the crew necks are up to 3X because they don't make them bigger than that. Um and that's kind of the other annoying thing too with this is that I'm also trying to they're charging more the bigger the sizes. And I don't like that. Coming from someone who used to be plus size, I don't like that at all. I don't like it. Um Especially when it gets to 5X. I have one sweatshirt I think that will be available in 5X. Um and like the price difference is like $10 difference of price on shirt. Of sweatshirt, I mean. And they don't offer it in all the colors, but like when it gets to 5X, they are charging $10 more to produce it per sweatshirt. You learned to crochet for me. Thank you so much. Tote bags also. I'm very excited about my bags that are coming. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to show them to you. I'm so excited. New medication aid and my waiting period is over, and this month I get to see a doctor for ADHD diagnosis in July. Yay! That's so exciting. I'm so happy for you. Cost an arm and a leg. I can't promise this, but if you have sweaters, especially if they're black, I will wear them 24/7. Um, yeah, I'm really excited about them. Yeah. I'm back in your salon. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Material costs are expensive. Yes, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I just don't like it. And like when I'm looking at this here, extra small, this is why it's fucked up to me. Extra small to extra large is the same price. 2X is a little bit more. 3X is a little bit more. 4X is $4 more. 5X is $10 more. But you're not going to have price difference between extra small to extra large. It's discrimination. I understand like there's costs more to the bigger sizes, but if you're not going to do it on the smaller sizes, you don't do it on the bigger sizes. Pisses me off. Have skyrocketed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, because it's material costs, and I understand the concept, but you're not gonna do that for extra small to extra large. It's just for your um plus sizes. Like that's messed up. And I understand, but it's still messed up that we're not doing that on extra small to extra large. That limit the size range. It's not like the creators sit there and evil laugh at the idea of customers being excluded for buying. Oh, I absolutely get it. But they don't do it for every size. And that's it. They don't do it for every size. Extra small, extra large are going to be the same price. You get into your double X, that's where I have a problem with it. If we're going to say, well, it's material cost, it's more material, it's going to cost more, then why are your extra smalls the same price as your extra large? They can't seem to sell the bigger sizes. But that's why I'm doing print on demand, you know? I want it to be available as an option if it's needed, you know? Maybe I go up to 4X, and if we need 5X, I can make it available, but it's kind of wild. But also, if my normal size t-shirt is gonna cost the same as an extra large, I'm obviously gonna get the extra. And that's where it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. My bigger chest. Absolutely. No, I get it. I also want to see what the sizes are like. Um, I ordered mediums and everything. Now, I mean, I'm 5'1", and I'm currently like again, I'm up a little bit of weight right now. I'm sitting at a small medium in most things. But I like my sweatshirts to be like bigger, so I got mediums because that's what my Gildan one was. So I just got everything in a medium. I think I got one in a large just to see how big and extra comfy it would be in a large. Um, because I want to see if they're true to size or not, because I just don't know. So I ordered sweatshirts. There are two different project bags, and I'm probably going to release them one at a time. I'm so excited about the project bag, like the two of them. Uh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about the product bags. One of them I've been carrying around for years, and I don't think you guys even know. Because even though it was messed up, I still use it all the time. But I redesigned it and hopefully fixed it. Um, yeah. Oh, and the other bags too. Oh my god, I forgot there were 4 bags total. I ordered 4 bags. But that's also because 2 of them are, like, fun beachy bags. I'm busty, so I like some room, yeah. No one will take it. Gotcha. So, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do it and what I'm gonna drop when, because again, I'm trying to do this slowly as to not overwhelm myself, but I wanna get the beach bags out first, I think. I'm Guys, when I tell you I'm so flipping excited about these beach bags, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about the beach bags. So there's 4 bags total. And then there's gonna be like literally like little makeup bead pouches that you can use for your crochet hooks. I'm excited about those too. Um, yeah. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I think I'm gonna drop them one at a time. The 2 tote bags or the summery bags I'll probably drop at the same time. Those are coming from China though, so they will take a hot second to get to you. Mine aren't there yet, but they were produced really quickly. So I'm hoping that might be good. And what I might be able to do or willing to do once I get them is I might do a pre-order. Um, because I they might do a bulk order option to make it better. For shipping, because the shipping was kind of wild. Um, I cannot wait to show you these bags. I'm so excited about them. But slowly and surely, um, I by Christmas time I want to do Christmas ornaments this year. I want to get pom poms out this year. I want to. It's life changing. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm very excited. Even when I was a size 9 jeans, I wore an extra large. Yeah. Um. Woo! That was a bug. Man uses cotton shirts to weave rugs. So if there's cotton type shirts, we'll go to him. Oh, fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's what's going on behind the scenes. So in order of like what I'm trying to get done here, right? Let me go to actually like my list of things that I'm trying to get done. So that way I also have a little bit of accountability. Patterns I'm in the works of. I'm talking to an editor to see if that will help me. I'm waiting for a response. Um Inventory sheets probably going to be out next week, but I don't want to officially announce that yet. Um, the inventory sheet's just about done. I just need Ben's help with like a few little things I'm excited about. And then the inventory video will go out. Um, I'm trying to get my patterns up on Ravelry as well. I got to figure out the Printify stuff. I have a bloopers video that's almost ready to go out. I have clips that are missing from the Visionary Journal construction video that I have to get like put together and just done quickly. So I gotta then edit those and get those out. Crochet patterns. I have not had a chance to do the how many can I make in a day video yet, and that's not gonna happen today, tomorrow, or probably Sunday either. Um, I need to go through my jackets. I need to clean out the car. I need to email about a custom order. Um, we're rearranging our bedroom furniture, so I have to do that. Amazon returns. Figure out why stickers aren't working on Etsy and internationally. And then I have to call TRICARE on Monday. So that's my list. So then, um, such a unique idea. Thank you. So after that, share the RX 5 ants. 5 ants, 5 ants, 5 ants, 5 ants. I'm literally gonna hop off of here with you guys. And I'm gonna go into the garage and list all my junk on Facebook Marketplace that I'm trying to sell. Um, and then I have a few other things that I want to get done tonight. But then, so patterns are on my list of things that we're working on. That's a very long list, and that's like not even half of it. I skipped over things that I can't share yet. Thank you so much for the flow state. Um, and we have a craft show coming up, and I have to go to New York, and it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop here. But hopefully we'll have patterns out soon-ish. Like the merch was kind of like one that had just been weighing on me for a long time. So like as long as I can get it, I can like start to like introduce that to you guys slowly. Um Patterns I'm working on. Eyes, Ben and I are trying to get that sorted out. So like that's on my list of things to do. Um Same thing with pom poms. I want to be able to have pom poms out for when we do the hats this winter. So like that's what um is on my list right now. So if we can get everything done, it'll be really cool. So I'm excited about it. Oh my god, and I'm overdue for Midol. I can feel my stomach like not happy with me. It's not even my stomach, it's my uterus. It's just fighting me. So at that point, guys, I'm hopping off because I'm cramping real bad and I want ice cream and we don't have any ice cream. So I'm in pain. Except for your patterns. I know. That's kind of like once I get rid of this list of stuff, patterns is kind of like the top of the list. Following me since TikTok for yeah, so proud of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks you guys. I love you all. Um Cups are going to be live for everybody tomorrow. Since you guys are here, again, the password for the website is Tumblr, TUMBLER, all caps. If you want one tonight, because you guys were here and I love you guys. So thank you, replay crew. Love you guys so much. So happy you're doing so well in the Vivans. Have an amazing weekend. Thank you. Yes, everybody have a great weekend. Find the heating pad. My friend just got me. It's so sweet. She just got me a otter. It's a weighted heated otter, and you throw it in the microwave, and it smells like lavender, and you can lay it on your stomach. So I'm gonna do that for a little bit, and then I'm going to go out to the garage and take pictures of the things that need to get up on Facebook Marketplace. So I love you guys, and I will see you guys soon. Mwah.